The onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal week 7 as it'll be the Black Knights of Orlando taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And just shutting him off there. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Irving. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. The Niners at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
From the 50, it's Darnold. Pass complete. That's Lovett. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
There'll be a gain of just a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down. When you look at this defense, they come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him.
Oh,
inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 49 yards rushing for him already. A terrific open drive on the ground, and it's a 1st down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
He had a man open and missed him, and it's incomplete. He really tried to thread that down the seam.
Yeah, he tried to rip that one, didn't he? But throwing with that velocity, necessary when you're trying to hit a quick hitter like that one. Timing execution has to be perfect. Unfortunately for him, that one fell to the ground.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. In the end zone, touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Niners take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Fairly fortunate to get the extra point to go here. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll run. This is Jaden Blue to about the 40-yard line. So this game, Charles, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
And an Orlando first down.
Orlando with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Milton.
The fuck?
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try to some save yards to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
To throw, it's Milton. Pass caught. That's Golden. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 and the 15. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Jaden Blue. That's his 18th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Black Knights are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
For the extra point.
Extra point up and through. And we are tied at 7.
Shouldn't even on that call.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up.
That's
West. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Darnold. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
To me, this is a case of if you're not getting the ball, you've got to do your job and block for the guy who is, because there really wasn't much there. And, boy, the defense took advantage with that loss.
And the defense, they were just locked in there on third. They had more guys than they could block. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Darnold down to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound. Brock Bowers, 52 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Hopefully that don't come back down to me.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around. Going up top. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The that throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
To throw is Milton. Open man down the field. This is Mitchell. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Adonai Mitchell, 76 yards. And the Black Knights are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. A run up the middle with Irving. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 63 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Here now, a 3rd down and 8. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Under pressure, and down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out, because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Here we go, here we go.
Now Milton. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
We know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball gets super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play. Really setting the tone for this third quarter. a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Here's Milton now to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They give him a gain of 38.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness, 1 cut, and he goes. That's what's really made him pile up the yardage.
And the yardage he piled up last week, easily honored with NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I would have voted for him.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. Blue is into the end zone. Touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then 1 play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2.
Will line up for a 2-point conversion.
It's complete. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
What he done today? Something really does to be like a leader.
2-5 is?
Harrison
Love
Vivas
the
to
eyes
kick
of
off.
So 2 to 5 days, what? I don't care what you say.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Oh man, this one gone.
And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as they'll be backed up to start this drive.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Hi, dog. Hi, dog.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
What's with all these niggas with these names, bro? Big dude, big. What's with these niggas with these names? Big dude, big daddy. Like, what's going on, bro?
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. From the end zone, here's Darnold. He finds West. And they work this out past the 25. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
But whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's the result of throwing it so many times in practice. Is really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now Darnold. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Someone got to kill him right here.
To throw is Darnold.
Oh, they killed.
To West. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Darnold to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Mom, what's that, dude?
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
And a good job here of getting the running backs involved in the passing game because they line him up out in the slot to the right, and they're hoping he won't get accounted for, and he's not. Turns into big trouble for the defense, able to work his way free, and turns it into a big play.
Now it's Darnold. Oh, dropped it. And that's pretty important the way this one's gone. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Back to throw, Darnold. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Playing the game around 30.
Tackles not on the field, boy. It's been happening to me since yesterday, boy. Oh, God, my God.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now here's a throw out wide. Oh, this might be a double pass. But he's not going to be able to get rid of it. He's going to be tackled behind the line.
Brings up second and long.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Darnold from the gun. Over the middle, complete. That's Flowers. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lopez. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Go set.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold.
No, man.
Intercepted. Free safety rolling into position, almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
Fucking up. Dollars.
To the air again, Darnold. And it's
Darnold.
intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full
Brings
up 2nd down. They'll try and run again with Blue. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive game. Just keep that clock ticking.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Here's Milton. He sets to fire deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Hopefully, you know, remember this play.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Throwing is Milton. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And touchdown. Adonai Mitchell with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Black Knights add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
The
call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's up and good. They're in control now, 35-7.
You don't have move.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
21-yard line.
Oh, that's good.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. It's Flowers. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield.
No,
Mark him
you
down at the
fucking
49. That's good for 28 yards.
Holy shit.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage
Didn't even want
a little
that
bit
play.
as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach
That's
isn't
a
happy
really
along
final
the
class.
sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
Here's Darnold. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Darnold. It's a short one complete to his tight end. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
No, but you being this defense now.
Yeah, Darnold's going to change the play. A shotgun handoff here to Irving. Calling a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two.
Third down.
They'll try and run here with Irving. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. They gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
You open for it?
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Darnold. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They're going to look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Again, Darnold. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
They'll look to throw again. And this is caught. Well, they'll get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
No problem there on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Come on, let him go, bro.
Yardage here.
Let
Offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
That's caught downfield. It's Golden. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Matthew Golden, 43 yards. And the Black Knights are closing in now on a 7th straight win to start the year.
That's like an potent offense.
Now the try here for the extra point.
Everyone gets potent.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Black Knights 42, 49ers 14. Harrison Nevis.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
My place tricks on me.
Go outside. Ready.
Getting your pass protection.
One last throw now for Darnold.
Come here, Pat.
He's going to let it fly.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
And
Dylan.
that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into?